using some of the free designer series paper from Saleabration, and I am going to be using the, oh, I can't remember the name of it. I want to say that it's the same as the stamp set, but I know I'm wrong. Yeah, it's not. It's Most Adored. Most Adored is the name of the designer paper I'm going to be using tonight. Lots of flirty flamingo and reds and gorgeous patterns. And on the opposite side, gold foil, which is thebomb.com. And this is one of the freebies with a $50 order in the Saleabration catalog. So I'll be showing you that too when I point you down. Hi Perry, good to see you. And the other thing we're going to be using tonight is the Adoring Hearts bundle. If you have not played with this, it is so cool. This is probably one of my favorite hybrid folders, embossing folders die sets we've had. I really love the effect that you get with this. It's just so beautiful. So I'll show you that. Hi Lisa. And also the Adoring Hearts stamp set. Okay. All right, I'm going to point you down. We're going to get started so you can see everything right side up. And if you're joining on replay, please type replay so I know you were here. I always like to see who's been here. So thank you, thanks. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Get back over on the mat. All right. So, like I said, we're going to be using this gorgeous Most Adored paper. And the A side of this, the printed side, without the foiling, is mostly in Flirty Flamingo and Real Red, okay? Beautiful, beautiful patterns. Look at that marbling. So pretty. Hearts. And another plaid. Here we go. I haven't been talking in here, so now my cough's going to come back. And then on the B side, the gold foil, which is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Look at this one. Look at the hearts. I just love that. Isn't that pretty? And roses, little abstract, some smaller little floral stems, little marbling in gold foil, and then our plaid. So really, really versatile, but definitely easy to use for things other than Valentine's Day. So keep that in mind when you are choosing your freebies. All right. So that one is back here. Sorry. Back here on page 9 in the Saleabration brochure. And you can see it's free with a $50 purchase. It's 12 by 12, double-sided. And some of the other things on here. Oh, I love these. These are the opaque faceted gems. They don't match this paper, but they are also really pretty. Right there. Really, really pretty. It's another freebie. And then the softly stippled paper is also one that's been quite a hot commodity. So, but we're going to talk about Most Adored. Now, if you have not seen or tried out the Adoring Hearts hybrid folder and dies, you really need to check it out and try it. It is so cool. I am going to use it for you tonight along with the stamp set. It's really beautiful fonts in here. You are most loved with all my heart. I adore you, celebrating you, to my Valentine, and just for you. Really, really pretty. Okay, so let me show you the project, and then we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. So tonight we're going to do a self-closing box, And this is with some of the free paper. You can see there. And then when you open it, there's some peppermint patties in there, little Valentine ones. And then it just closes back up. So it's a self-opening, closing little lid there, or a topper on there. And then you can see it hopefully on here. See that little heart? I'll show you some that are, these are from that hybrid embossing folder. So you can see the embossed and the debossed side. And it is so really cool and easy to use. See that? Really pretty. Oops. And then I had cut some. Let's see if I have some here. Oh, I do. I used the new brayer that we have in the catalog to brayer one side of my embossing folder and ran it through with hybrid dyes, and look how it just looks so stunning. Okay. I wish there was a way to mute myself. Sorry. Let's try a cough drop, shall we? Hi, Jean. Good to see you. I can sit in here and not cough for a long time because I'm not talking. And then, kaboom. All right. So for this box, most of the time for a box like this, I would use cardstock because you need to have something that's pretty beefy that's going to hold up well. But this cardstock, because it's gold foiled, it does have a much heavier weight to it. So I'm going to use one of the sheets from that. So this is the one with those little kind of the raining hearts on there. Right there. And this is the other side of that. That's a nice flirty flamingo and real red plaid. Okay. So I did a little diagram for you, and I'll be posting this one. This is what your measuring and cutting diagram is going to look like. So you're going to need a piece of that cardstock or DSP that measures 6 by 8.5, okay? And I'm going to go through all the scoring and cutting directions with you, but this one will be on there in the description afterwards for you to, you can take a picture of it and print it off if you'd like. Okay. So we have our 6 by 8.5. And the first thing we want to do is at the top and the bottom, we're going to do an inch, score an inch from the top and from the bottom. So I'm going to go over here to the right side of the track over here because it's easier to get to that 1 inch. Hold it down with my left hand. And I'm gently pressing down the scoring blade. Not hard, because the scoring blade can cut through if you're not careful. Okay, then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to 1 inch on the right side of the track there and score. So I have a score line at the top and one at the bottom. Oh, Jean, I can't get rid of the cough. That's probably the last thing to go. It makes me crazy. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to have a 1/2 inch little tab down the right side over here. So what I want to do is I want 2 4-inch panels and then that one little 1/2 inch panel, our 8.5 inch wide. That works out perfectly. I'm going to put this in my trimmer at 4 inches, 4 inches over here from the left. And I'm going to score like that. And then I'm going to scoot it over so that I am at a 1/2 inch over here on the right hand side. Okay. Now, that just means from your 8.5, you're scoring at 4 and at 8. That's the easy way to look at it, but you just want that 1/2 inch little border over here. Okay, now the little section down here at the bottom, they're going to be the tabs that close our box. I am going to, let me see if I can scooch this up so we can do it at the bottom here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put this in my trimmer at 2 inches because these little tabs at the bottom are each going to be 2 inches wide. All right. So bring my cutting blade down. That horizontal line right here, the horizontal score line, I'm just going to cut up to that score line and stop. So I'm at 2 inches. So this little tab is 2 inches. So we'll go up and we'll stop right there. And then I'm going to go over another 2 inches. So I'll bring this over to 4 right there and do the same thing. Go up and stop. Okay. And then we're going to bring it over to 6. So that's 2, 4, 6, and then this one would be 8. And then there's that little 1/2 inch tab over here on the right. Okay. So let's go up to this one and stop. All right. So we have 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then we have our little tab here. So for this one, I'm just going to use my paper snips because I want to cut this one out right here. It'll go up. And then I'm going to cut this little panel right here. I'm just going to cut in at an angle just to take a little bit of that bulk out of there on that little tab. Okay. Now I'm going to leave this one here. Some people like to cut this one out. I like to leave it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold on my score lines before we do our the other lines so that it'll be easier to see. Actually, I'm going to do it on the plaid side this time. I got to pay attention. All right, there's that. And then we'll fold all of our little tabs at the bottom. It's just such cute paper. Just love it. And we'll fold our little tab. A 1/2 inch tab. And this one in the center. Right there. Okay. So there we have our little 1/2 inch. Then we have a 4 inch panel and a 4 inch panel. All right. To get the score lines for our 2 front little funky looking sections, I am going to take my ruler, and these little tabs are at 2 inches, right? So 2 inches is going to be half of this 4 inch panel. So I don't even need to mark it. It's right there. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put one end of it here where that score line meets right there. And then I'm going to put this one up at the top. I know it's hard to see. This one right there on the 1/2 inch and that 1 inch line. And we're going to line those up. And then I'm just going to use my stylus and just do my little score line there. Okay. So there's my first diagonal line. See that better that way. And then we're going to do it again over here. So we'll start up where that score line is from that 1 inch mark. And we're going to come down to the bottom where our V is here at the 2 inch mark. Right there. Like that. There's our next one. Give this a little fold. And you just want to kind of reinforce it, because you're kind of training that paper to go the way you want it to. All right, there it goes. There's our first V, and then we're going to do the same thing on the last panel. So we'll start up here at the top, right there, and we'll come down to this mark right here on the score line at the bottom. Yeah. And the last one, right there, and right there. All right. There we go. Okay. Then I'm just going to kind of, again, give it a little squeeze on the line to give it an idea of which way we want it to go. Like that. Okay. And there are our triangles. Can you see those? All right. Now I'm going to do adhesive on this tab so that we can glue the front to the back. Okay. So I'm going to take some tear and tape. This box actually holds a lot. It's a lot bigger on the inside than you would expect. All right, there's that. So I will peel off the cover of the adhesive, and we are going to fold this over so that it meets like that. Like that. Okay, so it's starting to take shape. So we have our 4 little tabs here at the bottom that are going to fold in like so. So to glue those together, I need to do, every other one is going to have adhesive, okay? So I will have these 2 that are going to fold in first, and then the remaining 2 are going to have adhesive on them. So what I'm going to do is, should have put it on there before. I'm going to put some adhesive here on the tab, like that. And then I'll do the same thing on this one. I'm just using Seal Plus, like that. Okay. That one. That one. Oh, I got them all folded up in there, don't I? There we go. All right, I'm going to fold this over, and you want to just make the box square, as square as possible, and it's easier when you set it up and open it up, because you can press down from the top. A little crooked. Move that over a little bit. There we go. That's better. Like that. Okay. And we'll do it again. And you can use your bone folder. Just have something down in there to...
The phone can be used for dialogue.
Alexa, mute. Sometimes she comes to life. All right. So there is our box. See that? So we have those little panels, and this is going to be our open and close little mechanism there. Love it. Okay. Now, for this top part right here, I'm going to use some real red ribbon. This is just some I had in my stash from, I think this was from the Holiday Mini, actually. And I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive here on the back, because I want it, it's not like the ribbon's going to be coming on and off. It's going to be on there for good, because we won't need to open the ribbon or untie the ribbon to open the box. See, I'm going to put a little bit more right here. Like that. Bring it over. That's just to kind of anchor it down. And we will tie a little knot on this side. Like so. Okay. There's our little lid. And then I'm going to trim the ends like this. Okay. All right, so there's our basic little box bag. But see, now the ribbon's stuck. You don't have to worry about it. It's just going to be there, and you can dress it up however you'd like. So I have two circles. I have a 2 3/8 inch circle out of Real Red, and then I have a 2-inch circle out of Basic White. And I'm going to use this rose spray here from the Adoring Hearts stamp set and some Real Red ink. And I'm just going to kind of stamp it a little off to the left, like that. Ooh, so pretty. There's that one. And I'm going to glue this on flat to our Real Red circle. Like this. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to glue this to the front of our box. And decorate around it. So we'll just scooch this down. It fits perfectly in between the score lines, those 3 score lines. Hi, Kathy Weir, good to see you. Okay, so there's that one, like so. And then I'm going to show you how to use the hybrid folder. I've already cut some out, but I want to make sure you can see firsthand how the folder works. So I'm going to take the embossing folder and we want a large multi-heart die like that. This while we're looking at this. So if you look, if you can feel on here, you on this side where the Stampin' Up! Logo is, these are the designs are raised. I'm going to put my folder with the blade side pointing up. It fits right in there on those hearts, and it doesn't move. It doesn't lock into place, but it definitely sits there nicely. It's not going to move around on you, okay? All right, let's see. I forgot to get a piece of cardstock for that one. What should we use? Let's see. Let's use some Flirty Flamingo. There we go. Now, this folder will fit a 6 by 6 inch piece of cardstock, okay? I'm just going to cut a 6 by 6. And I'm going to pop this in on this side, like that. Actually, I need to put it on this side. I'm going to put it over here because I need to close it, like so, okay? And then I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we need we need, where did I set it? Oh, here. We need a number 1 plate, and then we need a number 4. So a number 1 and a number 4. So I'm going to turn my embossing folder so that the folded edge is going into the machine first, okay? Let me scooch you up a little bit. See if I can move you up. That'll cause it an earthquake. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Okay. So I have the folders going in straight with the fold here towards the machine. And I'm going to put the number 4 plate on top. And then we're going to roll it through. So, go slow so I don't shake it too much. There we go. Okay. So, let's open our folder up. Look at the magic. Can you stand it? Look how gorgeous. Can you see those? Oh, they're so pretty. And then on the back, they're debossed here on the back and embossed on the other side. So you get 9 hearts from one run through the machine. And then you get this gorgeous frame too that you can use for another project. Look at the little hearts on there. Isn't that cool? All right, so here are the little hearts. Okay. Oops, I think I lost you guys on my computer. I can still see you though. All right, so we're gonna take our little hearts. See, I have both red and flirty flamingo. I really like this one. Yeah, I really like that one. Okay, so I went ahead and embossed one of the little banners. This is one that comes with this set of dies with the adoring heart. It's this little banner right here. And it fits perfectly. This little saying right here fits perfectly just for you. So I went ahead and I embossed it in gold since it would coordinate quite well. And I cut out another little banner out of the designer paper that had the little hearts on it. So I'm going to pop this little guy up a little bit. I'm going to take a little edge piece. It right here like that, and I'll take my matching banner and I'm going to have them offset, but I want to have the point, the little V's kind of close together over on the right like that. See that? All right. And then I'll put some adhesive on the back. And I'm going to set that there while I put my heart on. We'll put this on with dimensionals. Get some nice texture on there. Aren't these colors just yummy? Just love them. All right, I'm going to put this one over here on the right hand side right there, and then we'll take our little sentiment here, and I'm going to go across that heart like so. All right. Oh, look at all these I have for project. So excited. All right, so we have that. Now I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to use some of the gold ribbon. This is in the gold and silver combo pack. I'm going to take a little piece of this and tie a bow. My bunny ears. I'll just make a little bow. Like that. Zhuzh it a little bit. There we go. All right, and I'm just gonna trim it off, get a little of the bulk out of there, and then I'm gonna use a mini glue dot. And I'm gonna put the little mini glue dot underneath the little point there of the heart. The little V part where it goes down. Like so. And pull up my little tails. Like that. And fluff our little loops. Like so. All right, and then to finish it off, of course, we need a little bling, bling, bling. I'm going to use some gold pearls. So I'm going to put one at one end of the banner. And then I'll put one at the other end of the banner. And then I'll put a couple more down around the floral. And right there. One more. A nice, oops, a nice odd number. Right there. There we go. This looks a little wonky. It's a little too long. And there you have it. There is my second one. Now, let's put some goodies in there. Put some Valentine or peppermint peyotes in there. You can tell they haven't been in the studio long because there's still a bunch of them left. Like I said, it holds quite a few. Scooch. And there we have it. Isn't that cool? Oh, I hope you like it. It's so much fun to make. They are so quick and easy. Once you get started cutting and putting them together, they're like boom, boom, boom. Come right together, so... All right, so don't forget, this paper is one of the freebies in the Saleabration catalog, free with a $50 order. And I'll put all the supplies on a list for you, along with our little diagram that I drew for you, our little box layout, so you have that to use, and you can print it out. All righty, that is it, my friends. Thanks for being here on a Wednesday night. Hopefully this is a little more convenient for some people. I will be back again for a new time on Friday at noon. So you can always watch the replay. Don't forget. All right. Okie doke. I wish you a wonderful evening, and I will see you again soon. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. Good night.